Hey fellas, before I start the video, I'd just like to quickly state that I'm not advocating for nor encouraging the doxing, targeting, harassment, bullying of any of the individuals that may be mentioned or featured in this particular video. Remember, this is an opinion piece of my particular commentary on the subject matter, however controversial as it may be. So, with that all stated, let's go ahead and start the show. Hey, for those of you that don't have the time to invest in listening to an hour-long conversation about DenFur, I would like to give a sort of TLDR right here, right now. Alright, the TLDR surrounding this whole drama is that a spiteful employee over at Corgi Events LLC that was responsible for running DenFur had decided to, in retaliation for another staff member getting fired, to leave a spiteful email that was sent out to all of the artists and dealers that had booked tables for either the Artist Alley or the Dealer's Room. And, in response to that, the Furry Fandom couldn't help but get concerned. The nature of the email was that Corey, alleged that Corey Woods, aka the owner of Corgi Events LLC, the for-profit company responsible for running DenFur as well as 5 other furry conventions out there, was going to basically declare bankruptcy for DenFur and make off with the money. And they cited, their history of doing this, with Lemon Brat. And stealing $40,000. Artists, dealers, and various individuals all across the furry fandom responded to this in furor, outrage, concern, and disbelief, and it perpetuated for several days until official statements from those on top, as in the actual, what was left of the event con staff and any other individuals that were a close association with all this. They basically stated that Corey Woods would no longer be the con chairman and that the ownership of Corgi Events LLC as a for-profit company was going to be dissolved, and that a non-profit organization was going to be created that would take ownership of DenFur and various other furry conventions, and that DenFur was still going to take place this year. Various people have been refunded the money that they requested over Eventbrite, as well as through email, as well as through various other means, and so they have all are either in the process of or have already been taken care of. That's the good news. The ambiguity surrounds Corey Woods and how accountable that he can be for, his bad actions over the years. Various people came forward to talk about it. Various people stepped up to plate and basically shared their own interactions with Corey Woods. Some were a little bit more sympathetic, some were a little bit more critical, but that is by and large where all of the drama is coming from. Concerns by artists and dealers in getting their money back for refunding from the event, because the first email was encouraging them to do so before their money was just lost to the ether. Whether or not this was actually going to take place, I highly doubt it, but it's entirely possible, but highly doubtful, because Corey Woods seemed like he wanted to run DenFur, that DenFur was going to be an absolute certainty that it was going to run as intended, and that the prior email was basically sent out of spite in retaliation for him firing an individual by the name of Koi Vixen and various other staffers. It has been pointed out that Corey Woods is subject to at least 3 tax liens, the most recent of which amounts to about $87,000, which is truly an egregious amount of money. But as far as whether or not they stole money, they took maybe $600 by their own admission from the con store to add to the pool of funds to pay the hotel for the con space for the event to take place at all. So this is really a tale of one person being alleged to be the bad actor here, that a lot of people came forward to talk about their own interactions with Treble, aka Corey Woods, and were basically adding their own 2 cents, their own personal interactions with Corey Woods, what Corey Woods was alleged to be guilty of, and that they didn't really believe and have any confidence in Corey Woods. So really, this is a tale of various individuals all across the furry fandom, predominantly artists and dealers and people in close association with them, losing public confidence that an event was even going to be taking place and refunding their money ahead of time, rather than leave it up to chance they would lose several hundred dollars, possibly even thousands of dollars. You don't know. Like, anyway, that's really the cut and dry explanation here, like without getting into too much detail about the various circumstances surrounding this. I wanted to do this as a courtesy to you all because I know that some out there among you do not have the luxury of being able to sit down and watch an hour to a 2 hour long video, let alone the attention span. I try to make things a little bit interesting along the way, but, you know, I figured I might as well do a little something different for this type of subject matter. So anyway, I hope that clears some things up. If you want more details, a little bit more nuance, and a little bit more of an explanation, you should watch the full video, or at least skip through it like other people do. Anyway, till next time, guys, take care and peace. I hope you all have a better one. Hey fellas, thanks for watching the video today. I really hope you all enjoyed it. Would you care to hit that like button and subscribe for more? You know I'd really appreciate that, right? And hey, if you're in the mood for gaming, why don't you check me out on Twitch sometime? Link in the description below. Till next time, guys, take care and peace. I hope you all have a better one.